Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into this broadcast of the Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. We've had some technical issues tonight here getting underway at Lobo Stadium, but I think we are back into it, and I really haven't seen I didn't see the kickoff. I know that some people who were watching live were able to see that. We did not catch it on the opening of the broadcast. We know this, that the visiting team, the Mesquite Wildcats, who come into the game not ranked as highly as they would like to be, taking on the number one team in the state, the Snowflake Lobos. Mosquite is ranked number 19 in 4A football with a 4-4 record, and you saw the completed pass on third down, and it ends up being, short pass, 3 net yards on the offensive possession for Mosquite, and they will punt on 4th and 7 with the ball at their 15-yard line. A high snap, got to get it away. Not a great kick, but they get a fantastic bounce, and that'll roll into Snowflake territory. Eventually, it's going to be down at about the 33-yard line, and the Lobos are going to get the football for a first time today as we welcome you into the Sports Zone Game of the Week, presented by Hatch Toyota. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons. I get to be here in Snowflake tonight, and I am joined by my partner, the inimitable Patrick Austin.
I don't know if I've ever been introduced like that before, Floyd, but
you are, man.
I appreciate it.
I don't even know what it means, but I've heard people in a very positive way get called that.
Well, I appreciate it, but just excited to be here. The Lobos 3 and out on the first possession for Mesquite. So great start to this football game for the Lobos, and there you see Brenner Green. And that's what I was going to mention tonight, Floyd, was, there's nothing better than coming out on a Friday night watching some high school football, but it's even better when you got number 33 running the football here. Homecoming night here in Snowflake, and I'm excited to watch him. At first run was about 9 yards.
So that makes your homecoming visit pretty nice, doesn't it? Deep throw, and that's going to be just off the fingertips for the Lobos. They went for all the money on that one, and it's going to be just incomplete to Christian Smith, who's got all that speed. And I thought Christian had that for a second.
Yeah, he actually did have it for a second. Nice job by the Mesquite defender there, just kind of knocking it away at the last minute. Beautiful thrown ball by Jacob Leduc right there. He put that only to where Christian Smith could have caught that football, and there was a lot of hand checking, but it's okay. I like the no call there, and great pass, almost completed there.
From the shotgun, Brenner Green. He's got some room. He'll bounce it to the outside. Brenner is into Mesquite territory, and he'll keep rambling down that sideline. Brenner Green putting on an early show here in Snowflake, and a 57-yard touchdown run.
Well, there you go, Floyd. Brenner Green, 55 yards on the fourth play of the game. Nice job, make a couple of nice moves, but I just want to point out, if anybody's watching this and sees that replay, look at number 5. And that is Mason Rabin. He's the one that made that play happen. Blocked all the way downfield. I think he blocked 3 guys as Brenner ran behind him, and a nice job there by Mason Rabin.
Terrific start to the game for the Snowflake Lobos, and we're going to grab a timeout, everybody. Back in a moment. Snowflake is up 7-0 with 9:23 on the clock in the first quarter. This is the Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
The 25s have got to go at Hatch Toyota in Solo. Save thousands at every remaining 25 Toyota car, truck, and crossover. Now pay factory invoice. You pay the exact price we pay from the factory. No markups, hassles, or negotiating. Plus, we have financing starting as low as 0% for 72 months. This is the lowest price of the year on every remaining 2025 Toyota. Hurry. When they're gone, they're gone. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com.
I won't lose a deal over $1, and you have my word on it.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
Well, Snowflake kicks deep, and the Wildcats end up with a football at about their own 13-yard line. So back-to-back possessions for the Wildcats to open this game, Patrick, and they are working out of the shadow of their own goal line.
Yeah, great job by the kickoff team twice. Their first two kickoffs kind of pinned them back within their own 15-yard line. So nice job by the Lobos.
Mesquite will give it left side, and there is a pack of wolves waiting for him around the near side. That's not going to go very far.
Number 26, Floyd, I was just going to tell you, number 26 for Mesquite, that's Parker Kazmarek. He rushes for over 151 yards a game. So they've had some big games this year. They had a big win just a couple of weeks ago against Eastmark. They're not a bad football team. They have their moments. They're 4-4. They have their moments, and their biggest win, like I said, it was against a really good Eastmark team just a couple of weeks ago. So I know the expectations were pretty high tonight, but so far for the Lobos, looking really good. 3rd and 5.
Well, Parker got 2 on that first one. He'll get 3 on the second down run, and a 3rd down and 5 now for this Mesquite offense led by the quarterback, Talon Curry Smith. Smith completes just shy of 60% of his passes on the season. He's going to get a chance to throw against the Snowflake defense right here, and he will deliver for a 1st down. We'll just check the yardage for you. It is going to be good for 8 yards, maybe 9 on the play. We'll call it 8. Smith delivering on the far sideline, and a 1st down?
No, he's a yard short.
Pardon me on that. It is. Check it. That wasn't, the distance was not what I thought. It was only 4 yards on that play. I was a little confused where the down marker was before the play was set. Now we're going to get illegal procedure on the offense. Chuck Copeland is the game referee here, and that is going to be a 5-yard step off as Mesquite had brought the offense out in a spot where I don't know if I would have brought the offense out, Patrick, on 4th and 1 in my own territory, deep in my own territory, but now they'll be back to the 17-yard line and force the punt team on.
Well, I think they were going to bring their punt team on. They came up to the line like they were going to run, but tried to get Snowflake to jump off sides, and they ended up jumping off sides. But I believe they would have still punted that. There's no way they're going to go for that 4th and 1 on their own 22-yard line. Not with this Snowflake defense.
So it's going to be 4th down and 6. And a timeout is requested. Snowflake wants that timeout. So getting the heads of the coaching staff right here, Patrick. They want a timeout. And that leads me to believe that, they want to instruct their guys on something. Maybe try to make a big play on special teams right here. Either set up a return or go after the kick.
Well, I hope that is why he called the timeout. I'm hoping it wasn't because they had 10 players on the field and just was worried about getting someone hurt, being outmatched, but outnumbered. But nevertheless, here we go, 4th and 6.
So you're telling me there was a chance that they only had 10 guys out there?
Possibly.
Well, they're coming after it. The punt is away, and it's fielded at the Mesquite 49-yard line. Christian Smith making a guy miss, racing to the sideline. He'll get corralled, stays upright for a moment, spins out of it. Christian Smith. Guy made it exciting for the fans. That was exactly a 5-yard return, Patrick. It's about as exciting a 5-yard return as you will ever watch in a football game.
Yeah, as I always say, 50-yard run for a gain of 5.
They're gonna have to get Christian off the field for a moment. He needs a breather.
He needs some oxygen.
He's gonna go take a break, and they'll get him back here in a moment. But he refused to go down until there was just absolutely nothing he could do about it. And a holding penalty on Snowflake moved the ball back into Lobo territory, and the ball starts at the 46-yard line with this possession.
Well, a lot of Brenner Green so far on that first possession for the Lobos. Here they come with an empty backfield, so Jacob Leduc back all by himself as quarterback. Here comes Green on the motion. Sorry, Floyd, I'm just taking this over for you.
Well, you're used to calling the play-by-play. And I do have a cough, so I'm going to try to deal with that. That is going to be a 2-yard pickup on the play, and I do apologize.
Yeah, so that was just Brenner Green came across in motion. They kind of faked it to him, and Jacob took it right up the middle.
Everybody trying to account for Brenner. He's going to take it up the middle, and he will go into Wildcat territory. This is going to be good for a gain of 7 yards. It might be 8. It might be at the line to gain. And they're going to say just shy. So 7 yards to pick up on the play. And the thing you notice about Brenner right off the bat, and I mean, my first chance to get to see him play as the full-time running back for this team, and what you notice about him is just how hard he is to square up early. Now, another guy that's tough, that's the quarterback. Good for a gain of 10 on this play and a first down. Jacob Leduc takes it to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, just a great play there on third down, third and short. Get behind his blocker, who was actually Green, and just got the first down. So nice job there by Leduc.
An empty backfield now, and they will motion Brenner right across the formation, give him the football, and he got a great block on the edge from somebody. Takes it inside the 15-yard line with nary a troubling effort. 23 yards to gain on this play for Brenner, who normally you see as a magnet for contact, but I mean, he went 20 yards before somebody touched him.
Yeah, they really did. Floyd, you had mentioned earlier this is your first time getting to see Brenner Green. Fortunately for me, I've got to watch every game this year with Brenner running, and he is something else. He's special. He's a special runner. I don't know what he does, but he can get I don't know. I don't know if they call it a dead leg or if he can get low center of gravity, and those guys just kind of bounce off of him, but he's impressive, and he's really fun to watch.
Fake it to Brenner. The pass is incomplete. They're looking for Nash Reedhead. He's trying to run the slant, and he got the pass is incomplete. It was over his head. Isaiah Durden was the defender there for Mesquite. And Brenner he's coming off a 220-ish yard rushing performance last time out.
Yeah, he had a really good game against Eastmark, and you guys mentioned it in your pregame. One of the most impressive runs was one where he broke 7 or 8 tackles and got in the end zone. Very exciting.
See if he can do it again.
I don't think anybody's even going to touch him.
It's almost like everybody vacated. And a 13-yard touchdown run. Brenner Green is in the end zone a second time tonight.
It's like no one even wants to touch him. No one wants to try to tackle him. It's kind of crazy. But again, I just gotta give some recognition. Number 5, Mason Rabin, was right there again. If you watch this replay, right there again, making the big block, kind of getting Brenner into the end zone. So nice job by that Lobo front line. Mason Rabin downfield, and Brenner getting in the end zone without even being touched.
And the point after is going to sneak up there, and somebody, I think, got a hand on it. So I think that was partially blocked, but it had legs, Patrick. And the kick is up and good, and Snowflake is off to a terrific start on homecoming tonight here at Lobo Stadium. With 5:30 on the clock in the first period, it is another Lobo touchdown. We're going to stay right here and marvel at Brenner Green for a moment.
Yeah,
Derek said, Derek was on the Friday Night Football show was saying that, Brenner has to be a first-team All-State football player. Well, the best running back on the best team in the state likely would get that, especially if you see the body of work that we're looking at. My goodness, he is special.
He really is, and he's just a junior is the scary thing. So he is something special to watch. I just want to point out, so one of the best runs I've seen all year came against Marcos Deniza down in the valley just a few weeks ago. Brenner got loose, and a free safety thought he was going to come up and hit Brenner up in the shoulder pad area. And he came up full speed. He thought he was going to knock Brenner down, and it was the opposite. Brenner had his way and just kept on going down the sideline for a touchdown. That was, other than that 7 breaking tackles last week, that was pretty impressive too.
That kick, a nice kick from McCoy Norton of Snowflake, and that will now set up the Wildcats with the football at about the 29-yard line. And they'll hand it off and try to test the right side of the defense, running around the left side. Once again, it's Kaczmarek on the carry, and Parker has 5 yards shy of the 34-yard line, and it's second down and 5.
That was kind of a broken play too. They quarterback turned one way, he went another. Quarterback got turned around in time to hand off to him, but that was kind of a broken play. And Kaczmarek, is that right? I think so. Kaczmarek.
I would go with Kaczmarek.
He turned nothing into something at least, but
not going to get much here on the second down play. That'll be a gain of a yard, and it's Kaczmarek again. So, like, Snowflake will give you a steady diet of Brenner Green. Kaczmarek is the guy that's going to get a lot of the duty running the football for the Wildcats, and it's third down and 4 after you gained 1 on that last play. We'll see if Snowflake's defense can stiffen right here. 4-man front for the Lobos. And a pass to Kaczmarek out of the backfield. He was able to get maybe about a yard and a half after that big contact by the Lobos. A 3-yard gain on the play, and it brings up fourth down. Talon Curry Smith is the quarterback delivering that pass.
And they don't pass a whole lot. They average about 80 yards a game in passing. They only attempt under 10 pass attempts per game. Their main guy right there, number 26, Kaczmarek. And he gets the ball a lot, and he's done really well this year. He's had a great year.
From the pistol, they give it to Kaczmarek, following his guys around the left side, and he's able to tumble ahead to the 42-yard line. That's going to be good for a 4-yard gain and a first down, and a much-needed first down for Mosquite. You know, this Mosquite team, Patrick, they were back-to-back state champions in 2019 and 20 in 4A football, and they would certainly like to get back to that quality of play. Hadn't happened for them this season yet.
And this is a senior and junior heavy football team too, so a lot of seniors out there tonight for Mesquite. So you would think that they would be, a little bit better record. I mean, they haven't been bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they should be a little bit better than they are.
Pass is caught. And a gain to the 45-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard pass completion. And let's see that receiver that hauled the pass in. I believe that was Andrew Joyner. Joyner, a senior receiver, 5'9", 165, and he gets 3 yards on that first down effort. So mixing it up a little bit, but you're going to go right back to Kaczmarek, aren't you?
Yeah, they've gone to him all year long, so I can't imagine they would go away from him too often. I might catch Snowflake here and there with a quick pass play, but
there's Kaczmarek, and you can see with that play right there why he is so important to the team as he runs right into a brick wall of Snowflake defenders and able to bounce it out and sneak through for a 5-yard pickup on that play to make it third and very short. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, he's a good runner, and he gets lots of opportunities throughout the game to break something and to get a big gain and maybe even a touchdown. So he's definitely a name to look for tonight.
He will try to get the first down here, and he's not going to. He gets 1. He does take the nose of the football into Snowflake territory, but Snowflake's defense is there to plug it up in the middle. And it's 4th down and a yard.
Yeah, I think if you're Mesquite, you're going to go for it on here. Lobos need to be careful not to jump offside. They've been a lot better as far as that discipline On defense, especially the last several games, defense have been a lot lights out. So see what Mesquite comes up with here.
Straight up the middle, Kazmarek, and he does get that first down. He's going to gain 2 yards. Spotted at the 47-yard line, and Mesquite is putting something together here on their third possession of the game. They punted the first couple of times, and now we'll look at the 9th play of this drive that began at the 29-yard line. Curry, pardon me, Curry Smith leading his team down. Boy, I'm sorry, Patrick.
You're going to have to get some water, take a break, something. But, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Curry Smith leading his team down the field. Here's a fake handoff to Kazmarek.
Curry Smith is going to take it across the 45-yard line, and he is down, we'll call it the 44. So pickup of 3 on the play.
Tingy with the tackle there on defense. Well, like I was saying, Floyd, this defense team has been lights out for the last several games. They have been all year, but they've been pretty special the last few weeks. They've been fun to watch, making some big plays.
And you know what? Time will expire here in the first quarter. Everybody, we work our way down to zeros on the clock, and the second quarter straight ahead with Mesquite in possession and on their way. Stand by, everybody. It's the Sports Zone Game of the Week, presented by Hatch Toyota. Back in a moment.
Save thousands now! Every 2025 Toyota on our lot has gotta go! Drive home America's best-selling SUV, the 2025 Toyota RAV4, for as low as $299 a month. Now pay factory invoice on all remaining 2025 models in stock. You pay the exact price we pay from the factory. No markups, hassles, or negotiating. Just our lowest prices of the year. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com.
I won't lose a deal over $1, and you have my word on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
Thank you to Owens Energy for joining us here at the Sports Zone in 2025. And there is that's going to go backwards. That carry. Loss of 4 for Mesquite's offense back to the Lobo 48-yard line on that opening play of the second quarter.
Mishandled snap between the quarterback and the running back. Put it on the ground there for a minute. Quarterback Curry Smith was able to just jump on it. But like you said, 4-yard loss for the Wildcats.
So 3rd down and 11. We've seen that they will throw the football. 2 men in the slot right side. Going to look that direction. Curry Smith steps up. He wants to run. And he'll break a tackle. Spinning ahead. He gets to the 35-yard line and able to convert. That is a gain of 13 on the play for the quarterback. And a first down.
Yeah, nice job there by the quarterback for the Wildcats, Curry Smith. I don't know if that was a called quarterback draw or if he just saw some grass and just took it and ran. But a nice pickup, 13 yards for Mesquite.
So we go under 11 minutes on the clock in the second quarter here at Lobo Stadium. The Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. Coming up at halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Swinging out left side. That pass is caught by the receiver. Andrew Joyner is trying to get a block, a little bubble screen out on the left side, and it's about 2 yards to pick up on the play. Second down, straight ahead.
Nice little pass play, little screen, little fake, handoff, play action. Tried to get a little screen going out there and getting what they can get. But Floyd, I know you haven't got to watch the Lobos play very much, but that number 4 for Snowflake, that middle linebacker, is also someone special, Hayden Nichols. So he, in fact, in the first possession we kind of missed for the Wildcats, Hayden Nichols made a couple of those tackles to put him back and lose some yards. So nice job.
There he is on your screen right there. Hayden Nichols, number 4. Listen, a middle linebacker, a real true middle linebacker is an extraordinary creation because they are different. They are special. There's no way of understanding how they can do what they can do. More on that in a moment. Second down and a couple right here for Mesquite. Straight up the middle. And that is going to get stopped. In fact, loss of a yard on the play for Kaczmarek.
And nice job by that defensive line. See them getting some pressure back there in the backfield and was able to stop Kaczmarek. 1 yard loss. So big third down here. I know they're in foreground territory.
Passes right on the hands, Patrick. Beautiful passes from Jacob Leduc. Well, everybody in the stadium decided to key on Brenner Green. And in a rare instance, that's a no gain on the play. Actually, a loss of 3.
Yeah, nice pressure up the middle by that defensive line. One of the few times you'll see Green loss of yards.
He's going to catch this pass and break that tackle and take that ball in for a 14-yard Snowflake touchdown. Is there anything this guy cannot do? As he now catches a touchdown to add to his 2 previous scores.
That was a great play, and he was open. He did have to break a tackle there, but like we've been talking about, he's a hard one to bring down, especially just one lone defensive player trying to bring Brenner down is an impossible task.
And the Snowflake kick is successful with 7:08 on the clock in the second quarter. There's Brenner. Great look from field level on the replay. Yeah, go ahead and flex. You deserve it. 21-0 Snowflake in front. It's the Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
5365972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and 77 Subaru has you covered. The 2025 Subaru Forester is the most awarded small SUV in its class, including an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, giving you the confidence to take on any road, any season. Get financing as low as 2.9% APR or drive one home.
It was a 42-yard pass play that set up the Brenner Green touchdown catch.
Kick out of bounds, so the Wildcats are going to get it on their own 35-yard line. There he is, number 4. Number 4, Hayden Nichols. Tackle for loss, about a yard loss on that play. He just has a nose for the ball. He's just following up on a boatload of really good Snowflake Lobo middle linebackers.
Second down and 11 for Mesquite. Snowflake's offense up to the task. This time it's familiar number 26, Kaczmarek, carrying the football. Takes it just right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 11.
No gain on the play, 3rd down.
Big 3rd down here for the Wildcats. Haven't been able to get a whole lot going. They had that one pretty decent possession where the Lobos were able to stop them on like the 25-yard line. But haven't been able to do a whole lot.
And they're not going to do anything right here. There's a quarterback sack. And a couple of guys got there. I believe the 2 guys that will share that sack are Isaac Woodside and Jack Butler. I think it was 55 and 64 that converged, with I think Isaac getting there first. And it was. No, take it back. It's Woodside. First on the scene. For Snowflake. Did I get that right?
64. 64 was Jack Butler.
Jack Butler.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm looking at the wrong numbers. How am I managing that? Oh, that was a tricky catch made by Christian Smith. He's going to haul it in at the 45-yard line off the Mesquite punt.
Yeah, he almost ran up too far on that one. Had to catch it above his head, but called a fair catch, which Lobos need to do better rather than letting it hit the ground and roll another 20 yards. So nice job by Christian coming up with that one, giving the Lobos good field position here again with just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And the Lobos have been unstoppable in the game so far. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Christian Smith will split out here on the near side. Edge Bryant is the slot receiver for Snowflake. Same side of the formation. And they're throwing. But they'll throw back the other direction they were looking for Mason Rabin coming out of the backfield. So they tried to misdirect the entire defense. They ran just 4 go routes downfield, spun out the left side and threw back to the right. Incomplete.
Yeah, if Mason could have caught that one, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. That would have been a big play for sure. Someone we're missing tonight, not playing. One of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the state, number 7, Gian Jones.
Not playing. Here's the toss over the middle. And in traffic, Christian Smith able to zone in, hang on, and gain 12 yards for a Snowflake first down.
Yeah, nice pass, nice catch by Christian. He had some pressure coming at him, so he didn't take his eyes off the ball, was able to haul it in and avoid the big hit and get the first down.
So they'll move the chains and dump it to Rabin. Mason still on his feet after some contact. Now past the 40-yard line. And he'll go down at, looks like they're going to mark him at the 38-yard line. It should be 5 on the play.
Got a flag on the play. I think they're going to get the Lobos that receiver on that side trying to do a good job blocking for Mason. Just it's holding on a little too tight, I think.
So they do step that thing off, and 10-yard penalty will take it all the way back to the Snowflake 47-yard line, where the Lobos will line up in a pistol formation with the tailback, the running back. That's Brenner Green, number 33. Edge Bryant will split out to the left, and it's going to be a foot race to the edge. Dipping back inside is that running back for Snowflake. And it's Brenner Green for a gain of 2.
Yeah, nice job there by that Wildcat defense, number 9. Well, it couldn't have been number 9. Well, maybe it was. I thought I saw number 9 make that tackle, but it might have been number 8.
It brings up 2nd and 19. Snowflake will throw the crossing route to Edge Bryant. Bryant cut back, and he is going to get tackled shy of the first down, but he got a whole bunch of that yardage back We'll mark that as a 14-yard pickup on that third down play.
Nice job by Edge. Hasn't had a whole lot of opportunity this year, but getting it tonight with Gian being on the sideline. Sophomore receiver. Got some of the best hands out there. Edge Bryant does.
It's one of those guys that's put a lot of time in, going to camps, working on those hands. So he sets up 3rd down and 5 with that, and the quarterback from an empty backfield will take it himself straight up the middle. Gain of 4, this time 4-yard pickup for Jacob Leduc, and a yard shy. 4th down coming up. That's 4-down territory.
Absolutely. I don't think they have tried a field goal from about this spot, but haven't been successful yet this year. 4th and 1. Snowflake's kind of had their way with this defense, so we'll see what they come up with here.
A kick would be about 51 yards. I watched Norton kicking in pregame, and he nailed a couple from 45 that were comfortable, but it was going to be a stretch to make that from 50. And then Snowflake said, "We got to have a timeout. Do we need to take a timeout?" All right, we'll grab one here. 2:27 remaining till halftime. The Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and there's no better place to get ready than at 77 Subaru in Show Low. The 2025 Outback is car and driver's editor's choice for being practical, efficient, and comfortable. Plus, it's an IIHS top safety pick. Get financing as low as 0.9% APR, or drive home today for only $275 a month.
This is Chaz Hatch. Please stop by 77 Subaru in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall or visit us online at 77subaru.com.
So back in, Floyd Simmons along with Patrick Austin on the call here for the Sports Zone. Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. And the Lobos on the march again. They have had tons of success. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Brenner Green, 3 touchdowns. It's been a terrific display by that young man today so far. He is going to lead the way around the left side for Jacob Leduc. He's going to outrun Brenner, get to that corner, turn it up, and a touchdown for Snowflake.
How about that by Leduc? Turn on the Jets.
I've kind of been waiting for that all year, Floyd. That speeds that Jacob has. Jacob's one of the fastest dudes in the state, and he just hasn't had the opportunity. Well, he's had opportunity. He just hasn't had the ability yet to break one of those and score like he did just there. So that's a good sign for the Lobos to see him get out in the open, hit that sideline, and get in the end zone. And you saw that speed. He's quick.
Point after sails through good. Snowflake perfect on that. Perfect on possessions as you take a look at the pass completion moments ago to Edge Bryant. Helping set up, as you watch it again, that'll help set up eventually that touchdown run by somebody not named Brenner Green. Jacob Leduc takes it for 34 yards and a Snowflake touchdown. And he is fast.
He is fast.
He is fast. He's part of the Lobos school record 4x100, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Him, Christian Smith, Gian Jones, those are 3 of the fastest players in the state right there. I'm just looking at scores here. I don't know. This is kind of weird with Snowflake being in the 4A. We're not hearing Show Low, Blue Ridge. I know that one's there. One of those games is getting broadcast. Show Low, is it Show Low Sunrise Mountain?
Show Low is Shadow Mountain.
Shadow Mountain. So
from the 5-yard line, Mosquite Was that not a bear hug block that I watched right in front of the referee?
I think if I know this crew, they're gonna put their flag in a 28-0 game.
Yeah,
as long as they're not playing dirty, they're gonna put their pocket. They're gonna put that flag in their pocket.
Can we see camera one replay on that return? We don't have that. That was that was interesting. We decided that wasn't replay worthy, I guess. And from the 20-yard line, it will be Mosquite. Kaczmarek just yielded, didn't he? He came to the intersection and he said, I'm going to yield to you. I want to play another play here. No gain on the play.
Leave a loss of about 1 yard. Second down.
Nash Reedhead happened to come out of the game. Might have some blood or equipment issue or something.
Here's a pass that gets dumped from the quarterback under pressure. And he is able to convert that. That's a 13-yard pass completion. Snowflake was all over him. You're looking at the previous play. That was a nice gain for the first down for Mosquite.
Yeah, with coming down to 1 minute to go, Wildcats are going to have a little sense of urgency here if they're going to want to do anything to try to score in this first half.
Kaczmarek, that isn't going to work. -3 on the play. The Snowflake run defense up to the task. And it brings up 2nd and 13. One would think, got to have to throw the football here in this situation. 40 seconds left. Can he get into field goal range maybe? Curry Smith throwing deep. His receiver had stopped his route, and it goes incomplete. They were looking over there for Raiden Medina, and Nash Reedhead providing coverage for Snowflake. Was that Reedhead? No, sorry, that's
Reedhead. Yep,
it is Reedhead.
Yep.
So you got him on that side, Mason Rabin on the opposite side.
Yeah, they got a tough defensive backfield there for the Lobos. They've been strong all year with number 10, Coulter Willis back there also, and number 22.
Throw the football.
32.
Throw the football, and the pass completion is good for 11 yards. It was Medina with the catch. That'll move the chains for the Wildcats, and that'll stop the clock while they move those chains and see if Mosquite can get a playoff here real quick. No, I'm going to call timeout.
I don't think they're moving the chains. I think this is 4th down and 3.
Pardon me.
4th down and 2.
They were behind the chains. My apologies on that. I looked over there as quick as I could. I was trying to find some other information, so I didn't see the line to gain. So it was 11 yards to pick up after the previous loss. But shy of it. 2 yards they got to get. So what do you do here? You got 25 seconds. You got 4th and 2. So you got to get a first down if you don't want to give Snowflake a shot. Got to get the first down. That's as big as anything else you could do right now, Patrick, because getting points on the board they've been so hard to come by. As you can see, it's a shutout. You just got to make sure you don't put the ball in the hands of Jacob Leduc and Brenner Green right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they're going to punt. I was going to say that. They got to punt. They can't chance giving it to him right here because, 2 plays and 2 timeouts.
Snowflake's been close.
They're out of timeouts.
Snowflake's been close coming after the ball. This time they're going to try to set up a return, but a kick that is unreturnable with a good roll for Mosquite, and it will leave 14 seconds for Snowflake, who you would guess they're not going to. They're going to run a play, you think?
I think they will, but I'm not sure. They are getting the second half kickoff, so they won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they will be coming out and getting the football. So they may do something, but I can see a draw play or something here. just to get some padded stats. You know what I mean?
Okay. Not going to argue. $14 seconds left.
Brenner wasn't even out there. They were looking for Brenner. He just came off the sideline, so I think he was ready to pack it in going at halftime. So
he was thinking what I was thinking. Why bother? And they're going to run a reverse pass. Christian Smith. And nowhere to go for him. He tried to set up and throw deep. I think he was going to hug something downfield to Nash Reedhead, but the defenders on that Mesquite side of the ball said, I don't think so. They read it nicely. Ricardo Martinez was not fooled, and he was able to stay home, make a play on defense for Mesquite.
We pay from the factory. No markups, hassles, or negotiating. Plus, we have financing starting as low as 0% for 72 months. This is the lowest price of the year on every remaining 2025 Toyota. Hurry. When they're gone, they're gone. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com.
I won't lose a deal over $1, and you have my word on it.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that the free Lifeline phone program has ended?
I got some great news. It's not true. Cellular One is still providing free phones and unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Wow, free unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Want to see if you qualify? Just visit your local Cellular One store today. You can walk out with a brand new smartphone and enjoy the biggest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Cellular One, keeping you connected for over 30 years, and we're here to stay.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
It started with a dream. Simple, honest, and rooted in the White Mountains of Arizona. That dream shaped legends, and those legends built Perkins Cinders. Through decades of ethic and hard work, the business became more than a name. Perkins Cinders, built by legends, driven by purpose.
Get ready for the ride of a lifetime. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you the chance to win lower level tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. That's right, your unforgettable getaway includes 2 premium lower level tickets, hotel stay at the legendary MGM Grand Resort, and $1,000 spending cash. When you choose the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint for your next windshield replacement or tint job, every customer gets an entry into the drawing. Plus, if you're an insured customer, you'll also get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales Restaurant and 2 movie tickets. Don't miss out. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today. And you might be headed to Las Vegas for the National Finals Rodeo in style. You know the jingle.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime. Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Hey, we're back. And we're back for halftime here at Homecoming for the Snowflake Lobos. Homecoming 2025. And the Lobos bringing their 8-0 perfect record in the 4A and their number 1 ranking in 4A football in the state into this one against the number 19 ranked Mesquite Wildcats. Hi, everybody. Floyd Simmons and my broadcast partner is Patrick Austin. 28-0 at halftime, Patrick. Before I look at the scoring, how about the performance so far in the first half of Snowflake?
It's been impressive. I'm going to go to their defense first because obviously, defense wins championships, Floyd. So I don't know if you remember that or not, but
well, you say obviously.
Yeah.
I think it's true. I think it's true.
But 0 points. 0 points up on the board for that Snowflake defense. So a little shout out to Hayden Nichols. Seen him made some big plays. We called out number 64, Jack Butler. He's made a couple of big sacks in the backfield. And then those defensive backs back there with Nash Reedhead, Mason Rabin, and Coulter Willis. And I started to mention number 32 back there, Riggs Tingey also. So they've done a great job tonight, and they just need to keep that up. If they keep that up, they win this ball game tonight, and we're in good shape. Offensively, Snowflake's just been unstoppable. They've scored on every possession they've had, and big number 33 with 3 of those scores, and Jacob Leduc hitting the corner and getting around, showing off his speed. And just a great job by the Snowflake offense, too, executing well, catching the ball and making some good passes, making some big holes for that running back, Brenner Green, and impressive night so far tonight for the Lobos.
Well, it has been, yes. And you talked about the defense a moment ago. Hayden Nichols comes to mind, front and center, that middle linebacker for Snowflake. Snowflake does some things really well. As a community, they produce linemen, they produce running backs, and they produce middle linebackers, inside linebackers. And they have had a ton of, it seems like every time you graduate one great linebacker, somebody else comes along, and I'm not saying they make you completely forget about the guy that came before. We still remember David Brimhall really well.
Absolutely.
But they go a long way toward relieving any of those the tension or nerves or concern you might have that they're not going to be able to fill the shoes of some of these great players. Hayden Nichols comes along and he does that, and he does it differently than a lot of the Snowflake guys you've seen in the past. The guys that are more stocky, or the guys with the tree trunk legs, or whatever it might be. 5'10", 170 pounds is what the roster says about Hayden Nichols, and I'm looking at him out there from a distance, and he looks like 5'10", 170 pounds. Looks like they got that accurate, and yet he just gets the job done amazingly in the middle. Patrick, I believe he's got 14 tackles in the first half of this game.
Wow, that's impressive, and Hayden's impressed me all year. Look, he played as a junior last year. He's beside another junior, number 88. That's Connor Reed is right there in the middle with him, so he's kind of getting him ready. But you look back, like you said, Floyd, in this Snowflake defense over the years. I mean, last year we were spoiled with Aiden Kaur. The year before that we had Brimhall, like you had mentioned. And it just keeps going on and on and on. You can keep saying it, but you're right. They just produce a middle linebacker, and it's not that they're the biggest, kids on the field or anything, but they just have a nose for the football. I don't know what they can do. Something that I never had. I never had that. And, these guys, they just come and they have a nose for the football. They know where it's going, and then they just know how to tackle. They just wrap up, and they just do such a good job.
You're
that's
born to do it, Patrick, or you're not.
Yep.
You weren't born to do it. I wasn't born to do it. I had to play linebacker one time. It was against Snowflake. We had a problem with our outside linebackers. We had 2 or 3 guys get hurt, and all of a sudden we didn't decide to change our defense. Because we ran a 5-3 defense, period. Every play, 1st and 10, 4th and 1. It didn't matter what it was. We ran a 5-3 defense, okay? Charlie Escabel, simple guy, simple man, with a simple game plan. And so we were going to run our 5-3. It didn't matter. We're putting somebody in there, and I was a cornerback, and they decided, well, Floyd, you're the next man up. You got to play linebacker. So that lasted about 2 plays. Because I was a pretty good corner, but all of that traffic moving in front of you, and you're supposed to read your keys, and you're supposed to figure out pretty quick the direction the ball is going? No, I don't think so. I couldn't do it. They're born to do it if they are, and Hayden Nichols is one of those guys for Snowflake. He is born to do it. He's having a great game, along with that entire defense who have held Mesquite to about 75 yards of offense. So we do have stats, and we'll look at those in a few moments. But I do have to say about stats, with all due respect to the lovely Sonia Simmons, who is fantastic. We had some technical problems beginning of the broadcast, and they affected Sonia's ability to be able, because she does the stats from home these days, and it affects her ability to, it affected tonight her ability to get them dialed in just perfect. So we got some stats, and we want you to look at them as approximations, okay?
Okay.
When we eventually do get to them. But what I do have is I've got the scoring recap for you from the first half. Snowflake has been successful all night long on offense, pardon me. And the Lobos were able to get on the board their first time thanks to I thought I had everything together for you, Patrick, but that first touchdown run by Brenner Green.
Let's give one more round of applause.
I don't have the distance on it, but it seems like it was a decent run. He got him on the board early in the game with 9:23 on the clock in the first quarter. He got the first points, and the kick was good for Snowflake. They went in front. That was on their opening possession, and they go in front 7-0. Just a few minutes later, at the 5:30 mark of the first quarter, Brenner again, and I believe this time it was a 13-yard touchdown run for Brenner. Snowflake able to convert the point after and make it 14-0. And then he caught a touchdown pass with 7:08 on the clock in the second quarter. That touchdown to Brenner was a 14-yard touchdown pass from Jacob Leduc. Brenner on the receiving end of that thing. He broke a tackle on his way in to the end zone for his third touchdown of the first half. This time the receiving variety. And then finally, it's Jacob Leduc scoring with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first half. Jacob able to reel off a 34-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 1. So they were trying to convert. What better way to convert? Run it for a long-distance touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. And that made it 28-0 after the point after was successful. So that's how the first half scoring went in this one. We're going to grab a timeout, everybody. We'll return with our final thoughts and a look at statistics and get you ready for the second half here at Homecoming for Snowflake. In a moment, it's 28-0. Back with more of the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tents.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
At the Furniture Gallery, we just don't sell lazy boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. We sell the good life. We'll do whatever it takes to make your house feel like a home, short of tucking you in at night. Comfort guaranteed, style on point. Because once you sit down, you'll never want to stand up. And that's exactly how we make our customers for life. The Furniture Gallery, the champions of comfort.
What would you buy with a $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse? You could load up for hunting, fishing, and camping. Grab a Traeger or a Pit Boss smoker, high-end Vortex optics, or top-notch boots and outdoor gear. When you get your insured windshield replaced by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, you get your choice of 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets, or a $100 window tint certificate. You're entered to win the $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
The 25s have got to go at Hatch Toyota in Sholo. Save thousands at every remaining 25 Toyota car, truck, and crossover. Now pay factory invoice. You pay the exact price we pay from the factory. No markups, hassles, or negotiating. Plus, we have financing starting as low as 0% for 72 months. This is the lowest price of the year on every remaining 2025 Toyota. Hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com.
I won't lose a deal over $1, and you have my word on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get...
Sorry about that, everybody. We're having network issues big time here at Snowflake tonight. Not something we normally have to deal with. Radio's back on. So, just FYI on that. Let's see here. How about numbers on the other side? How about for the Mesquite Wildcats? I'm going to steal a word from my old friend Dave Tenney, who used to broadcast with me a long time ago. And he was a big Muggy-on guy, if you remember, in the day.
I know the Tennies pretty well.
Big Muggy-on guy. And so when he would refer to Joseph City, or even, let's say, the U of A for that matter, the Wildcats, both teams Wildcats, he would call them the Mildcats.
Mildcats.
That's what he did. Yeah, the Mildcats. And tonight, that's Mesquite's offense. It's been a little mild, a little tempered. 75 yards-ish total offense for Mesquite, 4 first downs. By the way, time of possession, they've had the ball more than Snowflake. 16 minutes, 7 seconds time of possession to Snowflake's 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Snowflake has done a lot of damage in 7 minutes and 53 seconds.
Crazy.
Patrick. Some other numbers. 36 yards rushing for Mesquite. 39 yards passing. Penalized once for 5 yards. That's what we have, the number there. Talon Curry-Smith, 7 of 8 for 39 yards. This guy is completing a lot of passes. You watch Snowflake bring it back to about the 40-yard line on the second half kick return. Brenner Green back there. Just get the bowling ball headed downhill. And he takes it out, tripped up at about the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Snowflake right there. Let's see. Andrew Joyner, 4 catches for 21 yards. Raiden Medina, 2 catches for 13 in that first half. Toby Lucero, 1 catch for 4 yards. Parker Kazmarek, he's used to having a better night. 14 rushes for about 16 yards in that first half for his Mesquite Wildcats. Here comes Brenner Green, wrapped up, taken down, 2 yards the gain on the play for Brenner on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Of this one, as we bring you back in, wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tints halftime reports. And we're underway in the second half, 28-0 Snowflake. Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
If the Lobos go down and score here,
which they won't
because that just threw it away.
Yeah, they tried to throw a screen pass in the middle, doinked off somebody's helmet, and it's intercepted. And belongs to Mesquite, and the first mistake of the game for the Snowflake offense.
Lucky day for Tristan. First and 10.
Yeah, just try to run a little screen play. And number 44, that is Louis Gallahorn for the Wildcats. Just got a hand on it, tipped it up, and was intercepted by Mesquite. Great field position, probably their best. Well, I guess they did take it down to about the 25, but definitely best starting field position tonight so far.
It was Tristan Saldivar, by the way. Saldivar, the guy that came up with the interception. And how about this terrific run? Start the second half. And the guy that you expect to see have a bigger half than he did in first half. Parker Kazmarek, 8 yards on the reception. Excuse me. Kazmarek again. Somebody got a handful of jersey, and you don't like the jersey tackles, right? You don't want people to grab with the hands and try to bring them down in that way. But somebody held him up just long enough to make it a 1-yard loss on the play. I don't know who got there first, but that was a pretty good job on defense.
Yeah, it really was. It might have even been a little bit of a loss on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Of course, they're in Lobo territory, so definitely 4-down territory here.
The quarterback, Talon Curry-Smith, drags down the high snap. Kazmarek is able to squeeze through there and turn that potential bad snap into a first down gain. They're going to give him 3 yards on that play, just enough to move the chains for the Wildcats. Somebody on the field for Snowflake.
I don't know the number on that, but he's in some pain for sure. And this is not something you want to see in a game like this, trying to finish up the season, trying to stay healthy, getting ready for a possible region championship next week. To see somebody get hurt.
And it's one of the Snowflake defenders. No matter who it is, again, like you said, I agree with that. You just don't want to see it. Hate to see it. And you certainly hope that this guy is not as seriously hurt as the potential is. And he's going to get to his feet. And he'll be all right. Looks like he's going to make his way off. The guy is Jackson Merrill. Merrill Sr., defensive lineman. He's going to limp his way to the sidelines, but he's going to do so in his own power. So, good news. Good news, at least initially. It looks like good news.
Yeah, if he's walking off on his own, that's good news. It might be a little sprained, but good sign him walking off on his own.
So Mosquite converts. They give it to Kazmarek, and he'll test the right side. It's left side of the defense. And a gain of 4 yards for Parker Kazmarek and Mesquite. And they'll move it forward just outside the 25-yard line of Snowflake, and we go to 9:42 remaining in the third quarter.
Wildcats have something going here. This is kind of where they stalled out on their last drive, that they were almost in the red zone. So see if they can do anything tonight.
Looking for their first points. They're going to throw a pass down the seam, and it's right on the money to Joyner. Andrew Joyner hauls it in. It's a 25-yard touchdown pass for Mesquite. Boy, that was well crafted and a beautiful toss from Curry-Smith.
Yeah, a little play action. Got those linebackers up and found Joyner right in the seam, right in the middle of the field. It was a nice play call. Nice executed play for the Wildcats.
First points of the game for Mesquite. They come with 9:25 remaining in the third quarter. First possession of the second half, right on the money, and this was set up by that interception just a couple of moments ago. Stand by. More in the third quarter. Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
Hatch Toyota will pay the top dollar for your trade whether you buy a vehicle from us or not. Get a free appraisal. Get a free Carfax report. Get a check. And we'll pay you up to 120% above Kelley Blue Book value. Hatch Toyota is buying quality late model vehicles. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall. Get an appraisal. Get a check. We want your vehicle and are willing to pay for it. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and hatchtoyota.com.
What would you buy with a $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse? You could load up for hunting, fishing, and camping. Grab a Traeger or a Pit Boss smoker, high-end Vortex optics, or top-notch boots and outdoor gear. When you get your insured windshield replaced by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, you get your choice of 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets, or a $100 window tint certificate. You're entered to win the $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
Well, we're back into it, everybody, and the second half gets rolling here on the Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. Brenner Green with the return. Snowflake, after Mesquite's first points are put up on the board, Snowflake got thrown 27-yard line.
Yeah, Snowflake needs to be careful here, not to give and to stop this Mesquite team with that momentum.
Brenner Green will carry the ball. And Brenner is going to take this one to about the 30-yard line. So he'll pick up 3 yards on the first down. Try by Snowflake, and they're going to run the option to the right side, and that was almost a disaster. I believe it was supposed to go to the right. I'm looking at how the blocking ended up. Brenner went left as the pitch man, and Jacob almost pitched it to nobody out there on that side.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster. This is what Snowflake needs to avoid here coming out in this second half. They've been on fire. They actually got a good start to this game. They haven't had a whole lot of really good first halves to start the season.
Hey, that was a beautifully designed pass route out of the trips formation right side. And Mason Rabin is going to make the catch, and it's good. That's going to be 21 yards on the completion of Rabin.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Just kind of went in between the defensive back and the free safety. Found a little gap right there and put it on the money.
Great design. Here comes Brenner Green. And he's going to cross the 40, cross the 30, and keep on rumbling after contact at the 20. Take everybody to the 10-yard line. He'll take half that defense for a ride. 42-yard gain on the play for Brenner. Make it 41. They're gonna say he went down at the 11-yard line. That was 9 yards carrying just about half that defense, Patrick.
Yeah, and we're just used to seeing that from Brenner. There's not just one guy that can bring him down. That's just how it's been all year.
Somebody else going to get a chance. Brenner getting a little bit of a break after the 41-yard run downfield. Xander Alcantar carrying the football. And Xander got hit immediately. And it ends up being a no gain.
That's a sophomore. Alcantar is in there for Brenner. I don't know if Brenner tweaked a little something on that play and got pulled out or if he just needed a break, but good job by the Wildcat defense there stepping up and stopping Alcantar at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and he's going to stay on, Alcantar is. But they'll throw the ball toward the back of the end zone, and a defensive holding or pass interference, one of the two.
Definitely going to be holding. But I have been wrong in the past. But what I saw, he was holding him before. No, they call him pass interference. There you go.
I was with you. I thought he had him wrapped up before the ball ever left his hand.
Yeah, I did too.
And to me, that constitutes holding. But it at this point really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Other than this, it's half the distance to the goal line, and well, they can get a first down. So, and by the way, pass interference is not an automatic first down. So they have to distance. Go up under center, throw it to the right side. That's a backwards pass. Doesn't matter. It's a touchdown. Snowflake running a little razzle-dazzle. We'll get points on the board with a big boy. Lane Lecheminence is how I'm going to say that. Lane Lecheminence. 6', 220 lineman wearing jersey number 72. Catching that one and scoring the touchdown.
That was just too fun there. They're just having fun now. 34-7. So Norton gets ready for the extra point. Doing a good job tonight, Norton. Struggled the last couple of games. And doing a good job. 4 for 4. That one's up. And that one looks good and in also. So that's great. 5 for 5 for Norton tonight on extra points. To about the 20-yard line probably. But it does look like they're bringing out that their regular offense right now. Maybe give them one more possession here.
Well, I got to tell you, I don't know what Brenner's rushing yardage is right now. Maybe Sonia can send us that number. But remember, he had that 41-yard carry on the last series. So he is, in the upper 100s right now. Wouldn't hate to see him get a handful of carries on this, what could be his final chance to play out there. He's going to go in motion out of the backfield. And Jacob Leduc will get spun forward for a 14-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a good design play there. They kind of pushed Brenner out to the left, and you could see those linebackers shifting, thinking that he was going to get a pitch. And Jacob just right up the middle, found a hole and kept on going.
This time it's Brenner Green carrying the football for a 5-yard pickup to the 39-yard line. And he goes down right there.
Tackled by number 42, Colton McRoberts.
Brenner initially hit about the line of scrimmage, but just kept them feet going. Was able to get those 4 extra yards.
Jacob throwing deep, underthrowing, and it's picked off. And a good return into Snowflake territory. It landed about the Snowflake 31-yard line. And the guy that is able to take it away for that defense, number 17 on the Mesquite defense, that's Isaiah Durden, senior, 160, 6'1".
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jacob was seeing on that play. Christian Smith, his intended receiver, he wasn't even really looking for the ball, and that was way underthrown. I think I see Coach Reddick over there asking him the same question. What did you see on that play?
From the Snowflake 32-yard line, Kaczmarek unwilling to go down on the first couple of points of contact from the Snowflake defense. He gains 4 yards. 4 yards. It'll be second down at 6.
Yeah, good run that time by Kaczmarek. Only a gain of 4 yards on the play. But that's a pretty good play for first down. And he just kept his feet moving. Got a couple of extra yards after initial contact. He runs hard. You can see how he is able to break a few this year and average 151 yards a game.
Second down along 6. Curry Smith has it. And he is going to get chased out of bounds just short of the first down. So we needed 6.
Quarterback with some pressure.
He got in the vicinity of 4 yards on this gain. And he'll be a couple shy. It'll bring up third down.
Just about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down.
We got 3:21 remaining in the third quarter. Clock stopping as Curry Smith went out of bounds on the quarterback run. Third down. Rolling left. Smith sets up and delivers beautifully to Andrew Joyner. He'll go inside the 10-yard line with this one. Gain of 15 on the play. It'll be first and goal at the 9.
That was a great pass by Curry Smith. He kind of had to put it just over the linebackers and just in front of the defensive back, and he put that right on the money. Nice pass by Curry Smith.
Beautiful pass. That is, by the way, as we watch Kazmarek carry the ball into the jaws of the Snowflake defense, I don't think he got anything. I think that's going to go as a no gain, right back to the 9-yard line. But, Patrick, you're a quarterback. I don't know how mobile you were, but in that kind of in-betweener, I would say. Classic pocket passer, but, you're an athlete, so you can run.
We ran the option.
Okay.
Back in the day, so
I'm going to ask you about the rollout here in a second after we watch this 2nd down and 9 play, because I often have a dispute with my broadcast partner and good friend B-Squared Byron Brown. Watch Curry Smith go left, get hit, and spin forward, and gain 2. 2 yards picked up, but there is a marker down, and we're going to get a hold on the offense, and that'll come back the other way. Okay, so this is what I believe. I played a little quarterback myself. This is what I believe. It is easier to throw the ball with accuracy. If you're a right-handed quarterback, rolling to your left. You roll to your left, and you throwing back against your body. Easier to throw accurately doing that than it is to throw rolling to your right and throwing on your run to your right. Prove me wrong.
I think it's the approach to the line of scrimmage for a quarterback. Being a coach all those years, you got to square your body up to the line of scrimmage no matter if you're going right or left.
So that guy right there with that throw, which nets 11 yards, Joyner with the catch. We just watched an example rolling left where he threw a perfect pass, and we just now watched him roll to his right and throw a perfect pass both times.
Well, I think you have more power definitely rolling right and throwing, being a right-handed and rolling and throwing right. But like I said, for me, it was always about squaring up to the line of scrimmage, and if you do that, it really doesn't matter if you're going right or left.
Throwing again. Curry Smith takes contact, gets out of it. Not going to be able to get out the second time, and he'll lose maybe 3 yards. Snowflake getting there. Snowflake all over the place, and Hayden Nichols is the guy that delivers another tackle as he makes his way toward 20 tackles in the game. He's got to be somewhere in that vicinity.
And that was a great tackle, too. He had somebody trying to block him right before he made that tackle, was able to kind of dodge the block and still get into the feet of the quarterback and made a great tackle. But that's Hayden Nichols for you. He knows how to tackle.
Ball at the 11-yard line, 4th down and 11. Curry Smith, happy feet, throws it, and it's almost intercepted. Snowflake had a guy right there defensively. That's Urban King, who almost took it away, and doesn't matter. On downs, Mesquite gives it up. Snowflake gets it back.
Nice goal line stand there by the Lobos defense.
I'm just really interested. I see Brenner Green going back out on the field. Well, there's only 54 seconds to go here.
We got to grab a timeout. We'll take this one, everybody. Stand by. It's the Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
At the Furniture Gallery, we just don't sell lazy boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. We sell the good life. We'll do whatever it takes to make your house feel like a home, short of tucking you in at night. Comfort guaranteed, style on point. Because once you sit down, you'll never want to stand.
Snowflake loses the handle. You saw it during the timeout. Christian Smith with a big run. And it was about a 25-yard run for Smith. I actually take that back. I think it was a 27-yard run for Smith. But then Snowflake will lose the handle here, and I think it was Leduc just didn't take the snap cleanly. I don't know what happened right there, Patrick.
No,
but that's a fumble.
He ran it up the middle. Lineman made a great play, a great tackle, kind of punched it out right at the line of scrimmage, and just fumbled it.
That's the third fumble of the game for Snowflake. As we go now to the final, basically 20 seconds, final 20 seconds of the third quarter. See if Mesquite can rally. That's an interesting formation. They got 4 men in the backfield all collected together. They'll throw out of that, and it's incomplete. Snowflake thought they might be getting it back. No, Sage Santiago.
They are calling that a reception and a fumble.
Seriously.
They did.
Well, we got some technical issues which prevent us from seeing the replays all that well. But let's see if we can get a look at this one.
I don't know. Somebody made a big hit right here. That looks like Raven made a hit right there, but I think that was pretty close.
From the camera one angle, it was kind of looked like almost like he might have been juggling it. Hard to tell if he caught it, took a step or two. It was difficult. The officials are going to rule in Snowflake's favor.
It was a very close one. Looks like they're going to call that one.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
They changed it.
They've reconsidered.
There comes the defense back on the field.
They have reconsidered, and I think that was the right idea. Because from that angle, you just can't really. I don't think it looks like a catch.
Yeah, I didn't think it was, but.
Try it again from the 35-yard line of Snowflake. Same formation with 3 running backs all surrounding the quarterback in the shotgun. And they're going to give it to Parker Kazmarek, and he will gain to the 32. 3 yards, the pickup on the play on the final play of the third quarter. So, we're going to add to the fourth, everybody. 35-7, Snowflake comfortably in front here. The top-ranked team in 4A football carried that lead into the fourth quarter. The Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
It started with a dream. Simple, honest, and rooted in the White Mountains of Arizona. That dream shaped legends, and those legends built Perkins Cinders. Through decades of ethic and hard work, the business became more than a name. Perkins Cinders, built by legends, driven by purpose.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Show Low, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
Hey, that was Rochelle Austin, I think, right there.
She sounded great.
You mentioned her earlier in the game. She gets another mention. She's becoming the third wheel here tonight.
Yep.
On the radio broadcast. By the way, we're going to have a third wheel broadcast next week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You and me and our new guy, Trey Schneider. How do you like those bananas? 3-man booth. Couple of Snowflake quarterbacks. That one picked up by Hayden Nichols. He'll bring it back around that left sideline. Big collision into Mesquite territory. Well, that was a big rumbling, stumbling collision with Jack Fleming at the end of the play. What a job by Hayden Nichols. What a game he has had. It is going to be hard to determine the Sports Zone's player of the game after this one as you watch the return.
A lot of contact there. Looks like we have a player down.
At the end of that play, that big hit has left one of Mesquite's players on the ground for a moment. Well, we hope he's going to be okay, but Hayden Nichols certainly doing okay, feeling pretty good. Snowflake is going to have the ball at the Mesquite 43-yard line. We're going to take this timeout. Return to Lobos Stadium in a moment. The Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
You got back quicker than I thought. Sorry about that. Hey, Patrick Austin. Floyd Simmons here. And the injured player is being assisted from the field. And we hope that he's going to be okay. I think that's Aiden Bates. Is that a 64 or is that a 54?
It's 64.
Well, Aiden, we're pulling for you. Hope you're going to be all right. Young man, 11:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. Snowflake takes over. Ball at the 43-yard line of Mesquite. Back to throw, Jacob Leduc. And he'll step into this throw over the middle and deliver a strike to his receiver. Ball comes out. It's Christian Smith, who was that receiver.
Save thousands now! Every 2025 Toyota on our lot has gotta go! Drive home America's best-selling SUV, the 2025 Toyota RAV4, for as low as $299 a month. Now pay factory invoice on all remaining 2025 models in stock. You pay the exact price we pay from the factory. No markups, hassles, or negotiating. Just our lowest prices of the year. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com.
I won't lose a deal over $1, and you have my word on it.
At the Furniture Gallery, we just don't sell lazy boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. We sell the good life. We'll do whatever it takes to make your house feel like a home, short of tucking you in at night. Comfort guaranteed, style on point. Because once you sit down, you'll never want to stand up. And that's exactly how we make our customers for life. The Furniture Gallery, the champions of comfort.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and 77 Subaru has you covered. The 2025 Subaru Forester is the most awarded small SUV in its class, including an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, giving you the confidence to take on any road, any season. Get financing as low as 2.9% APR, or drive one home today starting at only $275 a month.
This is Chaz Hatch. Please stop by 77 Subaru in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall or visit us online at 77subaru.com.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
Back into Snowflake to wrap things up on tonight's Sports Zone Game of the Week, presented by Hatch Toyota. Floyd Simmons right here, Patrick Austin alongside, and a Snowflake victory. 41-13, Snowflake gets the win over the number 19 Mesquite Wildcats. And with the victory, Snowflake is now 9-0, undefeated. Ranked number 1 in the state, and a successful homecoming Friday night here in 2025. Congratulations to Snowflake and Patrick. You have been very closely tuned in to Snowflake football, not just from your early your football playing days in the early 90s with Snowflake, but it predates that because like any good Snowflake Lobo youth, I'm sure you followed Snowflake as a little kid and you loved watching those guys that came up before you. And so your Snowflake affinity and your closeness to the program and knowing these guys, it goes back, must go back 4.5 decades or more. Something like that. And I say all that because the Snowflake program, I've pronounced it, I think it's the best program in the state. And I don't just mean 4A football. I just think it's the best program in the state, healthiest program in the state. And Snowflake, I mean, this football team here, could it be better in certain places? Did they have a better offensive line last year? Yeah, I think they probably did have a better offensive line last year. But they are so good, and you could stack this team up against just about any team that's ever preceded them in Snowflake, and you would... Pardon me on all that. I'm sorry. I'm so sick. You would. This team would fare well against any team from any era. They'd do well.
They've got great athletes, and that's what it takes. They just have great athletes, and they do things right. They're very close-knit, but it goes back to, these boys. I saw pictures posted this week about these boys. These guys have been playing together since they were little kids, and they gel. And they just work hard, and they know what they're doing, and they're just a good football team.
Patrick, I know you got to get along because you got a long night ahead of you. So I'm going to let you go in a moment, but I want to get your thoughts on the Sports Zone's players of the game. We got co-players of the game on this one tonight because Brenner Green had a great game. And I don't know what his final numbers are. We'll have those in a bit, but he was in the upper 100s rushing the football. Found the end zone 3 times in total. One of those was a pass reception touchdown for Brenner. So he is one of our Sports Zone players of the game. And it's not the first time he's gotten that award. But he is joined as a co-player of the game by Hayden Nichols on the defense. And the last count we had for Hayden was 22 tackles. And he had that big interception with the big return to kind of seal this victory for Snowflake late in the second half. Hayden Nichols on defense and Brenner Green on offense. Those are your Sports Zone players of the game.
I think that's great picks. Great game by both of these young men. I can't say enough about these two young men. I mean, Brenner Green, from what I've seen this year so far, I mean, he's one of the best. He's one of the best running backs that have come through Snowflake from what I've just seen as a junior. So great pick there. Great night for him. 3 touchdowns, as you said. And then as far as Hayden Nichols, I'm the same. I'm just kind of I'm in awe of that kid and what he's done this year. A lot of tackles, as you mentioned tonight, and just a presence out there on the field at all times. You just got to know where this kid is at, or he's gonna come up with a big play. He had an interception tonight. He had a big interception last week against Eastmark, and just seems to be at the right place at the right time. And what a great night for those two young men.
Give me just a breakdown on what it would look like. You're running the Oklahoma drill, and you got Brenner running the football, and you got Hayden Nichols. He's got to get up and tackle him. Oklahoma's, remember that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, what's that going to look like? Okay, you do it 5 times.
Well, I'll share a little something. I guess I hope I can do this and not get in trouble. But you know that my son-in-law is the head coach of this football team, and
yes,
we talk a lot. So anyway, I know that when Brenner is on offense and when Hayden Nichols is on defense and they're practicing against each other, I know that there's been a comment from the defensive side that they do not like to go up against Brenner Green. So can I say that?
Sure.
As good as he is, and I think with Hayden too, I think he knows the importance of Brenner on the team, and he's obviously not going to tackle him in the same ways that he's going to probably tackle an opponent on the other side of the ball.
Sure.
So, but I think that if they were just 100% just like going, that would be a good matchup.
It'd be a colossal.
It would be colossal for sure.
Colossal encounter with those two guys.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to let you get out of here, man.
All right.
What a great night and a great homecoming win for Snowflake. Patrick, it was fraught with technical disasters on our side and me being sick as a dog. But I appreciate you.
Yep, no problem. Good to be with you tonight.
All right, man.
Okay.
And it looks like our guy Hayden Nichols also, he got the wood. So we're going to interview those guys in just a moment. Patrick takes off, and you're left with me. You're left the sick guy. And I'm going to do the best I can. Stop coughing in your face out there, everybody. Meanwhile, down on the field, we are recording, right? Yeah, okay, good. Down on the field here at Snowflake High School, we're set to talk to our Sports Zone players of the game, and it looks like we're going to go on the defensive side first. And there's one of those Snowflake Lobos. His name is Hayden Nichols, everybody. And Hayden today, part of a terrific defensive effort by the Snowflake team that limited that Mosquite squad on the other side. And Hayden Nichols, leading this defense, joins us now. Hayden, congratulations on picking up the Sports Zone Player of the Game. It's presented by our friends at White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Great game, you and the guys out there on defense.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hayden, just one moment. Hayden, let's see. We got some numbers reported to us late in the game. I don't know if you added anything on this, but at one point we had you at 22 tackles, and then you got that interception. What a game for you, and tell me about the defense and how proud you are of the job done by the Lobos on that side of the ball tonight.
Honestly, I'm so proud of my defense. If you watch the game, you can see me flow free back there, and that's all thanks to my D-line. It really all starts with them, is our D-line, and they're dogs. We have dogs out there, and it just makes it to where me and Connor Reed can just flow free and get to the ball carrier. So we get all the glory, but really it starts with those guys.
How are you able to do what you can do in the middle of that defense, an inside linebacker at your size? They list you at 5'11", I think, 5'11" and 170 pounds, and it looks pretty accurate as I'm looking at you on the field down there. You look like about 170 pounds, maybe a bit more, you can tell us. But how do you do what you do against these big teams, these running backs that are pounding it up the middle game after game? Talk about your approach.
So honestly, I think 170 is a little generous. I'm sitting about 160 right now, and I think the reason I could do what I do is thanks to my dad. He raised me to be a tough guy. You know, it's like it doesn't matter how big you are. You know, you go out there and you play your best.
Well, I've seen your sisters playing basketball, and I can attest to how tough they are, on the basketball floor. And obviously it carries over. If they're that tough as they are, then you better be pretty tough yourself. And there's no doubt that you are. So this defense, how are they? You talk about the defensive line, generally four-man front for Snowflake. And that they're able to keep those offensive linemen off you, let you just run free, and it really it works. And you get some big numbers tackling, but you still have to do your job. You still have to come downhill, and you have to make those hits, and it's paying off. So, can you give us an idea, go inside your mind when you're roaming free? Tell us about that approach you take, the aggression level you take that gets you at the point of contact.
Honestly, I go out there, and knowing I'm a little bit smaller, I go out there and I just want to kill some kids. I'm just getting out there. I'm ready to just rip some kids' head off. So it's just like pre-snap, you read everything, and then as soon as that ball snaps, everything goes blank, and I just play. Yeah,
it's awesome. Tell us about the interception.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess defensive scheme was perfect. I was thrown right to me. I just went up and got it, and I was coming down the sideline, and I could have gone out of bounds, but I got to be honest, I wanted to hit that kid.
That was a big collision. Excuse me. That was a big collision on that end. Hey, listen, you come along as a guy who had to fill the shoes of some big-time linebackers Snowflake's had over the years. Have you did you kind of emulate those guys? Did you look up to the guys that came before you playing that position?
Yeah, so I'd say Aiden Core is probably one of my best friends. I love the kid, and he's a big inspiration to me. That's part of where my mentality comes from, is just playing under him, and he kind of showed me how to be a dog, and I appreciate him for that.
You are a dog, dude. You are an absolute dog. Congratulations on the win. Keep up the good work. And, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, what about next week? How do you feel about Arcadia? Looks like they won their game tonight. 2 undefeateds, number 1, number 2, right here in Snowflake next Friday.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. I think if we just go out there and play our hearts out and don't let any mental mistakes, I think it'll be a great game. It will be one to watch, that's for sure.
100%. Hey, we enjoyed talking to you. Thank you for that, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes,
okay?
sir. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Hayden Nichols and his team get a 41-13 victory tonight over Mesquite. Snowflake is 9-0, and Hayden Nichols is one of the Sports Zone's players of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And let's see, did we get numbers here? Let me find out what the final numbers are for the guy coming up here. Just a minute. So I know we're about to talk to our player of the game. And I guess we can do that now. Joining us here in our post-game wrap-up from Snowflake High School after a homecoming win for Snowflake tonight over Mesquite. Final score 41-13. Joining us is the Sports Zone's player of the game, co-player of the game, along with Hayden Nichols. Joining us now from the offensive side of the ball after a great night, Brenner Green. Sports Zone player of the game is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Let's bring on Brenner Green. Brenner, congratulations to you and the Lobos on this win tonight. Am I with you? Do we have your audio?
Hello.
There you are. Right. Brenner, congratulations. What a win tonight. And it seems like you just picked up right where you left off last week, which is, by the way, what you've been doing most of the year anyway. Running the football, running it well. You had another big night tonight. I think your numbers, 163-ish yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the ground and touchdown receiving. Big night. Congratulations. How does it feel?
It feels good. A win's a win. Feels great.
Win's a win. It's all that matters, right?
Yep.
One more step closer. Is this, where you guys are at right now, ranked number 1, undefeated, is this something that you expected to happen? Did you think coming into the season, this is right where we are going to be when you get to week 9, week 10?
This is not what I expected. I expected us to be pretty good. I thought we would have had a harder time, but overall, we're pretty close to what I expected.
Well, you guys are doing a terrific job. There's no question about it. And, when you outdo your expectations then, when you thought, yeah, we're good, but I didn't foresee this, it's just got to make it that much more satisfying. Do you feel like the team looks at it that way? Is the team, is this a team that you don't never want to be too overconfident? Where would you put this team right now?
What do you mean?
Well, they're certainly not overconfident, right?
No.
Playing to a high expectation, a high level, but I would imagine there's a lot of humility on this team.
Yes, I'd say so.
Yeah, very good. I talked to you the approach that Hayden Nichols takes on offense a while ago, on defense rather, and let's talk about your approach. When you smash the line of scrimmage, you're not dancing around a lot. You're not wasting a lot of time. You're right down to business. And, just kind of like your older brother did, kind of like your dad ran the football. What are you thinking when you get the ball in your hands? What idea do you have in mind when you're carrying the football down the field?
I just think I got to make the right read. As soon as I see it, I got to hit it. I can't think about it, try and decide. As soon as I see something, I just got to go through it. And then I know I'll have someone in front of me, one of my guys, and then I'll just cut off of them. I just look for it every time.
Tell me how satisfying some of these runs were that you had tonight.
It was great. I feel like I didn't really have to do much. I'd go and I'd hit the hole, and my guys would just blow it up.
Yeah, you had a couple of times. You had a couple of nice runs where there was very little contact on you until you were 20, 25 yards downfield.
Yep.
Can I take you back to last week, by the way, the Eastmark game where you ran for over 200 yards?
Okay, yeah.
Give us some thoughts on that game and what your offense was doing, what the guys up front were doing to help you have some success like that.
Oh, yeah, I feel like they really locked in on that game. It was really good. They just really got into it, gave it all they got, and they just blew them back.
Well, Brenner, listen, you are having a dominating year, and we enjoy seeing it. Congratulate you for that. Just a moment. Sorry. Been sick all week, my man. But I got 2 things I want to ask you about here before I let you leave. And they speak to a couple of my favorite memories of you. You're a younger man, and you and my son used to wrestle each other.
Yeah, I remember that.
2 or 3 times. And he got the best of you.
Yeah, he did.
As I remember. I don't think he would want to wrestle you today, by the way. Okay, that would not be on his list of things to do. All right. Those are great memories. Tough wrestler. Do you still wrestle these days?
Yeah, I have been wrestling.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's people that don't want to see you on the mat, just like they don't want to see you here on the field. Okay, so that's a good memory. The other one is you selling me you've sold me eggs before. Do you still raise chickens and do you still have some livestock?
We do still have some. I don't do it anymore. My brother does it, but
okay. So you got somebody took over for you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you sold me some really, really fine eggs, okay? So I appreciate that. Well done. Young businessman, you were probably all of 12 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
You're selling me those. Good job. All of that stuff is paid off for you with the work ethic and everything else. All right, you're looking forward to playing Arcadia next week with an undefeated record. One versus two next week. What can we expect from you guys?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great game. We're both really good. We're both undefeated. We just got to give it all we got. I feel like we play to the best of our abilities. We're going to win.
Right on,
we just got to make sure we're locked in.
Right
Trust
on.
each other. It should be good.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Who's a better football player, Brenner Green, Taryn Green, or Jace Green?
I don't know. Couldn't say.
You guys don't have those discussions around the fireplace?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Everybody's supporting everybody.
Yep.
You're all good.
Yep.
You're all good. Hey, great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the win. All right. Good night. Hey, there is Brenner Green, and a fantastic night for him. Something like 163 yards rushing, something like that. The numbers weren't dialed in perfectly, but it's in that neighborhood. And a couple of rushing touchdowns. He caught a touchdown pass, and he is one of our Sports Zone Players of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Boy, I have got to get some treatment, and we're going to wrap things up here tonight. What a big game. Snowflake to win, and Arcadia, it looks like they got to win tonight as well, so it sets up number 1 versus number 2 next Friday night. That'll be right here at Snowflake High School. We'll have live coverage for you on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel, everybody. And both undefeated teams will come into that 1 versus 2. Can't wait for it. What a big game. And that'll wrap up our regular season of broadcast coverage. Then we go on to the playoffs the following week, and we'll have coverage for you of the 3A playoffs. And we have yet to determine where we begin that coverage once the postseason does roll around. I want to thank our entire broadcast team for the work put in on this one. Our producer, Derek Simmons, who worked valiantly through a night that was fraught with technical issues all night long. We lost power at one point. There were network problems, plenty of network problems throughout the night, and we apologize on all that. It is out of our control, and I just wish there was something more we could have done about that for you. But do appreciate the help here at Snowflake High School, Kevin Standifer and the staff here to help make it successful. Just was one of those nights where the Gremlins got us here on this Friday night in Snowflake. So anyway, that'll be what's our schedule coming up next week. Mention it again. Snowflake takes on Arcadia. We'll have the broadcast coverage here on the Sports Zone Radio Network. For Derek Simmons, for our technical director, Leonard Keone on this one tonight, and for our camera operator. Remind me of our camera operator tonight. Leonard doesn't know either. Well, it's a kind of a rookie, Antoine. Thank you, Antoine, and it's a rookie unit working here tonight. Almost none of us have worked together before, but the crew came together and did the best they could on this one, and we appreciate everything. And for my broadcast partner, for Patrick Austin, I'm Floyd Simmons, hacking up a lung. Thanking you for joining us and reminding you of the final score. Snowflake 41, Mosquite 13. And this broadcast coverage of the Sports Zone Game of the Week brought to you by Hatch Toyota. Until next time, God bless you, everybody, and we'll see you down the road. Good night, everybody, from Snowflake.